7:15 and everything's looking really, really good. I'm squeezing this out because I don't want to open it all the way. We're at 70% humidity. I see that it's been able to crack some of this away from itself, which is really, really good. Let's check number 2. This one is so vocal. Nope, this one is not pipped yet. No pipping. I'm kind of perplexed about this egg, and so I knew I felt movement. I even think I heard something 2 days prior and the day prior, and so I wanted to candle it, and I can see the air sac, it has not been broken through. In that white area that we can see, and we should be able to see a beak or something going on, and so there's no movement. Kind of concerning. It gets me thinking that I'm going to try every other angle, but that this embryo has actually not completely developed. But then again, it's to the final stage. So then I think, why couldn't it pip out? There was something that went wrong, but I just wanted to further investigate it. The truth is, there's so many things that have to just go perfectly for something as tiny as just a speck of sand to become an actual live animal. And so bearing that in mind, I'm trying not to be too disappointed, but I think what really got me is seeing this little gosling moving in here and seeing it have life and hearing it. But I must move on now and go back to the other gosling that I know for sure is alive and is trying to hatch. I'm just still hopeful that this little one will maybe break its way out. We'll just have to let some more time go by and we'll have to see. And sure enough, look at how far this little one has come. It's really cool to get to hold this gosling in my hand like this because I can feel the thumping, and that thumping is the foot. It's the foot right here thumping. So magnificent. It's getting so close. It didn't rip itself just like a chicken would. It more loosened all this up. It must just kind of flex it off. I took away the broken parts. It just keeps flexing in there, stretching and flexing and stretching and flexing. So the reason that you don't just rip the shell off is because all this time that it's taken this gosling, it's absorbing all of the nutrients. And so this is how it was intended. I would have to assume at this point, the mother would probably assist the chick a little bit in getting out. It's perfectly fine. And it's making progress. Really good progress. Back in the incubator, and the second egg has not pipped yet. So this also is an advantage when the gosling is in here. It can roll around and move around more versus me holding it. So that will be an advantage to it too, hatching. So we'll shut her down, give her more water, and check in the morning. So I see a duckling. Oh my goodness, I see a little duckling. Oh, good morning. How are you? I just realized I said duckling. Not a duckling, a gosling. There it is. So it's It's not even fluffed up yet completely. It's getting there. Oh, hello. How precious. It's been eating something. Is that so cute? So let's check on the other one and see if it has pipped. I could hear it yesterday, but I don't hear anything right now. I'm gonna candle that other one, the egg, and see, and we're gonna wait a couple of hours and I'm gonna put the new baby into the incubator. Get a couple of my chores done first thing here this morning, then I'll be back to tend to it. It's a little afternoon. Oh, hello back there. I don't think this one is going to hatch. I'm gonna go candle it again. It hasn't even picked. And I'm gonna bring this little one to its new home. Are you ready? I don't think that other one's gonna hatch. We're gonna go candle it. But we have the bed all ready. This is the brooder. And so under here is a heat plate. This simulates mom. Better back it up here if you can even see. Wonderful. So it's kind of shivering. And this is how goslings move around at the beginning. It's okay. So under the heat plate it goes. And then I'm going to introduce some water and some food to it right out here. Okay, we are here. We will shut the curtain and the candler. Let's see if we have any movement at all. So what we should be able to see is we should be able to see the beak or something right here popping down. Honey, come in here. You can be in here with me. We're trying to keep all the light out. Yeah, I really don't know what to do. I think that it died, unfortunately. I saw it, I heard it, and now nothing. So, obviously there's so many stages here for the chick to hatch, and being that there's nothing going on, the other chick is out, we're gonna have to open this up and see what in the heck. Well, we don't have to open it, but I'm going to open it because I want to investigate what happened. Here we have it. So it died, and you can see that fluid in there. Let me turn it. So I'll turn it around. So I do not want to open this because you can see the fluid in here and it stinks. I obviously did not feel what I thought I was feeling, because all of this would have been absorbed, but you can see here the feathers right there, and there's an actual baby still right in there, but something happened. I'm not sure what to stop it from completing to grow, and that motion, it could be even like that moving it. It feels almost like something's moving in there, but I think it is the embryo, and then it is the icky stinky fluid. So we only had one successful hatch for the gosling, and that's kind of sad for it to be by itself, but it hatched, which is unbelievable. So I'm going to open this one up, and if you want to see what this looked like, you can just message me and I can send you a picture of it. If you are someone that doesn't want to see that, you might be thinking, why in the world would anyone ever, wow, that's crazy, that's hat head. Why would anyone want to see that? Well, sometimes you want to see it. You want to understand it. That's the point that I'm at. I want to understand what phase it got to, what happened, but not everyone wants to see that. But if you want to, message me and I'll send you a picture. I'm going to open it outside and see how formed that the embryo was. I actually changed my mind since I videoed this. I think it's fascinating what we discovered. And so this is the warning that if you do not want to see it, go ahead and back out. I just don't think I could consistently follow up with everyone that wants to see it with a video. The farmer's being a rad sport with me here, trying to figure this out. So by the looks of it, everything was pretty normal. Let's say I'm like, okay, what happened? And this should have absorbed at the end, and then crazy. On the back of its head. Exactly. So the feet are curled. Look at its beak. Look at its misformed beak. Isn't that unbelievable? So it had a birth defect, and then it has a lump on the back of its head. So it obviously did not absorb something the right way, or it built something it wasn't supposed to. And then the feet are really curled in. So again, you might think, how gross, and it stinks, honestly. How disgusting is it, and why would you want to see? I feel relieved. I feel relieved to know that it was misformed, if you will, in there, and it wouldn't have hatched successfully. And if it did, it would have had terrible issues. So there's peace of mind to know that it just wasn't supposed to hatch. So those that are thinking, ooh, why would you look? I'm so glad I looked. It was better than it's ever been. I have never seen a deformed embryo to this stage. Not with a chicken, not a duck. So it has, and again, comment in here if you want to see it. Let's say a growth on the back of its head. Its beak was misshaped. So the top part of the beak was tiny and the bottom was long. The feet are like curled in. And it's disheartening, but it's amazing actually that wasn't intended to grow all the way. It could have never pipped the shell and broke its way through. The lack of beak on top. So it's just phenomenal to me, and I love knowing that I couldn't do anything. I did everything I could do for these goslings to hatch in the incubator, and there's nothing I could do. It just wasn't intended to hatch. So pretty snazzy, pretty cool. We've got one healthy gosling, hopefully to find a home. And then today I went down, we did lose one of the 7 goslings, but Tilly is such a superb mother, and I have mud on my face, and she is taking her job so seriously. So that's part of the reason too, I'm not going to take the goslings yet. When they're fully feathered, then we're gonna have to get rid of a couple of them. But for right now, we're gonna let her do the job. Does the farmer want to say what he thought?
What are we talking about?
About the hut egg.
Yeah, no fun.
Pretty stinky, but was that kind of phenomenal seeing that?
Not really.
Okay.
No.
I might just be a
thing.
geek out. I'm a geek out. So anyhow, there's that. So there's the gosling update.